https://youtube.com/@britnimichel1996 C equals OZUAMLD_GSA 172J.
Welcome back to my channel. Benny Mitchell. Don't forget to like button. Yeah, there we go. My channel is Benny Mitchell. Hit like button. Subscribe to my channel. This will me up with a notification. Never face the Magic. We're 24-0. This 7-19. Magic today watching Evan Fournier, Jeff Green, Eric Gordon, Nico Vucevic. Who you play on the roll? Let's go.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning. GA, as we get close to the midpoint of the season now, trade talk is inevitable. Is that weigh on players' minds?
Yeah, you don't like to hear your name in any of those discussions. It can make it hard to focus on the job at hand.
Now here's Paul. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, you can't expect Paul to miss that assist opportunity. His vision is excellent.
For three.
Now, here's Watson. Vucevic down low. Guarded by Jordan. Fournier gets a wide open look. Drains a three-pointer.
That's Fournier's specialty.
Down one, 3-2.
That really hand-ties defenses.
Edwards with it. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. 2 free throws coming up, and they call it a shooting foul.
That's one way to get yourself to the line.
Los Angeles shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Pass to Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Jordan.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Here's Paul. And finished off by Paul.
3-3. Oh, 3. Let's go.
In a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does.
Just first try.
He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Fournier finds Green.
Fucking over. Nothing easy.
High post try. Good as the jump shot falls.
Look at that. Still pop. Bet. The deep though.
Knocks down consistently. The defense has to try harder to contest him from there.
Too hard. We did stop. It was good D. But
And there's
just stay with it. It's ball.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
And stolen by Spates. That one's not going to go.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
And Fournier kicks to Green. Back to Fournier. Here's Vucevic. Jordan with the rebound. Clippers leading by 3. And here's Edwards from the arc. Knocks down the three ball. Edwards got 7 points in the game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Watson surveying the D. Pass to Vucevic. Outside Green. Meeks finds Watson. Misses
The
the
D.
three.
Let's back up.
He's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And that one drops for him.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be
The
the
three.
centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Watson. Still without a basket.
Still.
And taken away by Paul. Edwards passes to Jordan. Scoring his third
13
straight
fouls.
basket in 3
Let's go.
tries.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Vucevic. They need this one. Second chance effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And you look at Vucevic, and his tenacity goes up the closer he is to the cup. Defenders try to match his level of physicality down there, which more times than not results in him going to the foul line.
Here's what Orlando's
Let's
going
go.
with right now.
18-6.
Biombo comes in for Jeff Green. And DJ Augustine subbed in for
A
CJ
three.
Watson. Now here is Augustine. Here's Meeks.
Nope.
It's hauled
To
in by
D.
DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Edwards. And Edwards
Let's go.
slams it in.
26.
Their
Let's
play
go.
on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Augustine. After the Clippers pick up 2. Back to Meeks. Pass to Augustine. Just 5 on the clock. Vucevic is screen on Paul. 16 feet away. Unable to get that one. Good D by Jordan. Edwards dishes to Spates. Wasted no time on that one.
26. Let's
And
go.
you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too
The
easy.
threes.
At some point, defensively, you have to take something away.
And so here's Orlando. After the Clippers pick up 2. Gordon against Pierce.
Let's back off.
Now here's Gordon. Guarded closer. To the 3-point line, it's Augustine. And just miss after miss right now. Here's Edwards. And Edwards
Let's go.
slams it in.
146.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Paul against Augustine. Pass to Meeks. Now here's Vucevic. Shoots over Jordan. Vucevic
Block that,
with the
Jordan.
bucket. And so it's Los Angeles.
Go in for a quarter.
With a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clip. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And Meeks kicks to Augustine.
That's all.
Hits some rim on the way.
No,
and
that's
the
back.
bucket's good.
114.
And I think this is an area where Augustine is deadly, a high percentage mid-range shooter.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Hits it from
Let's go.
three-point range.
Keep from getting close.
Edwards got 17 now.
And
110.
with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working,
A 3 on
keep
3.
working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Augustine passes to Meeks.
That's all.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
That was big.
Get on
'cause
it.
they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot
Or
of
not.
times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Pass to Fournier. Augustine against Paul. Augustine dishes to Beyond, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
Paul with the three. Good, and Pierce gets the assist.
13, let's go.
He has 5.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Timeout. That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Scotty's checked in for Orlando. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. You look at San Antonio. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when I look at the Clippers, they've just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire, feeling disrespected by pundits who overlook them as a top team.
Here's Augustine. Shoots. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Clark, we've seen teams go smaller now with lineups, especially over the last couple seasons. Why do you think that's so?
Well, you know, Kevin, there's been an increase in threes attempted. So I think that lends itself to a version of small ball, if you will. More guards and wings on the court. And there aren't a lot of dominant big guys or centers in the league anymore. So going small seems to go unpunished on the defensive side.
For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against Atlanta.
Paul Pierce rising and throwing it down. Not known for his vertical, but he's got a little more bounce than we thought.
And here's Augustine. Inside, here's Biyombo. And there it is for him.
Biyombo showing off his agility off the screen. It's not easy to set that hard screen and then roll with purpose and effectiveness, but he does.
Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
You can see it in his eyes. He is in the zone tonight, scoring with ease.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Magic. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
And that one drops. Paul's got 7. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Augustine against Paul. Augustine, no luck.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. 27 points for Champ.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. You look at the Magic, lurking in the basement of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season. Pass to Gordon. Watson inside. Defended by Paul. Vucevic with it. 6 to shoot. Back to Watson. The Magic again can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gotten on a roll and just kept going here in the second quarter. 8 of 8. Wow.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Vucevic. Now here's Fournier. Edwards defending. He gets it in there. Fournier's got 5 points so far.
And I like the size that Fournier has as a shooting guard. Actually, great size. I mean, he's more than ready to take advantage of that. Bang! Exceptional creativity on that finish.
The Magic have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. On the wing, Green. Pass to Vucevic. And Jordan sends it back. And he gets it back. And it's Vucevic missing.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now Watson. Nothing on the board. To the middle. And it's Vucevic missing. From deep three-point territory. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Los Angeles, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back right after this.
Happy to have you with us. Let's start things off with our Players of the Week. For the East, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
After a while, some guys get comfortable. Now Giannis, he continues to...
Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Magic.
Their defense has been trash.
Thanks for spending halftime with us.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Good ball movement here by the Magic. Fournier in the corner. Outside, Green. Over Pierce. And it's Green. Missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
The Magic shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. It's the Clippers with the rebound. Paul for 3. And Vucevic pulls it down. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Magic. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And Fournier is highly skilled, a crafty European talent who's really fearless when it comes to shooting the basketball.
And so Fournier nails both of them. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Pierce has gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Fournier for 3. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. Fournier's got 10.
And the quick release of Fournier. Man, he's so good at getting his shot off as soon as the pass reaches his hand.
Here's Spates, and he uses the glass on the layup.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area. And
we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Fournier for three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Pierce has got his 4th rebound in this one.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half. And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Now here's Watson. Still yet to score. And stolen by Jordan. The shot from the low post is good.
You have to reward the big fella when he runs like this. DeAndre Jordan able to leak out and finish in transition.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Vucevic against Jordan. And Vucevic kicks to Green. Fournier for three. Knocked loose.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
And that one, good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Magic have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. 3rd quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Gordon with the screen for Fournier. Pass to Vucevic. Clock at 4. Back to Fournier. Over Pierce. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got 7 points for the quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And Edwards slams it in.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Outside Fournier. Over Edwards. Edwards with the block.
Tell you what, drawing fouls is a bit of a skill, and it's one that Paul excels at.
Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, they've continued to play pedal to the metal, leaking out and capitalizing with ease when they get opportunities in the open court.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Biyombo is checked in for Vucevic. Harper comes in for Jeff Green. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for C.J. Watson.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Pass to Augustine. Harper with a screen on Paul. Outside Harper. And Meeks kicks to Gordon. Puts up a three. And it's Spates with the rebound. Spates has got 7 rebounds in the game. Oh, wow.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Pass to Meeks. Ball against Augustine. Back to Meeks. Lets the three fly. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Edwards from the arc. Offensive rebound. Tries again. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. This one for 3. Cans it from downtown. Edwards got 45 points.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Augustine looking around. Outside Harper. Biombo with it. Here's Gordon. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Good ball movement here by the Magic. Augustine from outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Pass to Paul. Back to Pierce. Lets it go from deep. And again for three.
A huge triple. That moves him into third place on the career three-pointers list.
He's used that shot as a weapon since the first day he entered this NBA. Meeks, good. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. It's been all Clippers. For three, Edwards. Yet another bucket.
And it's hard to believe how many times he's lit up the scoreboard like this over the years.
He's coming very close to tying the mark for fourth most 50-point games in NBA history. And Meeks kicks to Augustine. A three ball. Good on the three-point shot.
Right back at you, says Augustine. Responds with his own triple.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Dives to the hoop. And Edwards slams it in.
Saw that sliver of daylight and took advantage.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Augustine passes to Henderson. Here's the three. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Spates. And the slam dunk by Spates.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Meeks can't hit.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
And the slam dunk by Spates.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Harper kicks to Augustine. Over Paul. Once again off the mark, Orlando. For Los Angeles, they've gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
There's the screen. Three-pointer Augustine. The Clippers grab the miss. Spates has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And Edwards slams it in.
My goodness, what a drive. The stuff finishing it off.
Magic have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Meeks on the wing. Edwards defending. Meeks passes to Augustine to stop the run. And it falls over the rim and in.
And Augustine has a smooth release. I mean, his jumper is straight cash. Left
side, Edwards. Shoots Edwards over Meeks. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Fires the 3. The rebound by Pierce. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Harper with the steal. Now, here's Meeks. Edwards defending. And Meeks kicks to Augustine. Harper with a screen on Paul. Rebound by the Clippers. Spades has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Los Angeles.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Champ.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
30 seconds left to play. In the final quarter. Henderson kicks to Meeks. Paul with the steal. Edwards looking it over. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 63 points for Champ.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Ulrich, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Champ. And now, our player of the game, Champ.
Eat. We'll get into the Heat game. We're 26-0 with the Heat, 17-9. Let's get it. We're playing on the road. The Heat have Gordon Carter, Deion Waiters, Justin Russell, Chris Bosh, Hassan Whiteside. Let's get it.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. I know it's still relatively early in the season, Clark, but have you seen enough now to know who the true contenders are?
Still a tad early, but there are some things you have conviction about. A couple of teams that certainly passed the eye test and look like they could go the distance. But don't count out a team coming off the beaten path in the second half. I mean, some teams don't manage to come together fully until right around the All-Star break or a little after.
Pass to Waiters.
That's all.
Great D that time from Edwards. And here are the Clippers. And it seems unthinkable at this point.
Let's go.
But they've won 26 games in a row.
And what's crazy about it is the teams they've knocked off. I mean, they have been dominating during this stretch. It's basically been the whole league that has felt the wrath of this crew. They're in the conversation now for one of the all-time great teams. They've got the target on the back, but it doesn't seem to bother them one iota.
We're all-time great team. About to be.
Continue to win.
They go 2-0 this season.
Shots good by Waiters.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
For three, Edwards. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
2, right back.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Rockets the pass to Winslow. To the inside. Here's Bosh. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Good foul. Let's go.
So tough to stop when he gets that kind of position down low, forcing the D to foul.
Both free throws good from Bosh.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Edwards against Waiters. The fader.
Bro.
And it's rebounded by Bosh.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky right there for the D.
Come on, I'll pick my phone.
Paul against Dragic. Now here's Winslow. The kick out to Bosh. Let's go with the three. Again, the miss by the Heat. Well, it was Miami winning their last game against Indiana.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out.
There we go. First card.
In that one.
First card. No fourth.
My bad, guy. About stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Oh.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Clippers. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum.
And when you look at the Clippers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Edwards slams it in.
11-4.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're
three.
going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Waiters surveying the D. Bosch, a screen on it. Shot's good by Waiters.
Showing off the range, making
Close
the
seven.
defense stand up and take note.
The D bro with the screen flow.
And here's Edwards from the arc.
Let's
That
go.
one is good. He's only missed one shot of his
3
six
points
taken
right
on the
back.
floor.
14-7.
His consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Pass to Winslow. Waiters outside. Bosch, that's the pick for Waiters.
That's all.
It's hauled
Good
in
D.
by Los Angeles. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
Yeah, and they got the better of this
Let's
matchup.
go.
both times
15-7.
they
Let's go.
faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, the sample size wasn't that big. I mean, 2 games, not a lot to go on. But
A
there are
three.
2 teams at the top of the pile in each of their conferences, and because of that, I expect it to be competitive.
Bosch, that's the pick for Dragic. Winslow finds Waiters.
Clamp.
His shot is good. Scores his third basket in
Okay,
6
Warriors,
tries.
59.
Shooting 50%.
Gets the defender to sell out on the pump fake, then flips it in.
Here's Edwards. And he
Let's
dumps
go.
it in.
Right back,
crisp
89.
by
Let's go.
Superman.
Let's go.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
That's
Hey,
all.
guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now
Grab
defensively
it.
for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles.
Put it on the floor with
Slammed
Space.
by Space.
29. Let's go.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you
The
what,
three.
forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Waiters outside. Bosch, that's the pick for Waiters. And the basket is good.
Fuck you, Warriors.
Waiters got 9.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
No.
Stolen by Waiters. .29 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Yes, that goes in. He's got a look.
Fucking steal.
He's got to be
Turnover.
exasperated right now,
2013.
fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
And here's Edwards from the arc.
Let's go.
Count that one as his
Two, three,
seventh
two.
make in 8
Two,
attempts.
three, 13.
A scorching 88%.
Oh.
Raiders against Edwards. Bosch, high post. Waiters passes to Dragic. For 3.
That's all.
He nails the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point
How did he get that
lead
to
as we
go?
wrap up the quarter. We're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Let's
And
quarter.
if you're just joining
Let's
us,
go.
we've played through one quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Yeah, in that first period,
This is probably a
they
competitive
looked to
game right here.
push in transition at every opportunity.
That's all.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're
Indeed.
looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss
Let's go.
something.
26,
This
16.
is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know
Agreed.
what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Winslow dishes to Johnson. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Pass to Ellis. Takes a 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Oh, good on
Ellis has got
it.
himself on the board with
26, 19.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
The Heat trail by 7.
How did I
Quarter
miss my
number 2
threes?
with just over a minute gone. Richardson against Edwards. Pass to Johnson.
That's
6
all.
on the shot clock. And it's off from three-point range. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. For 3, Edwards.
Let's go.
That's his 9th field goal.
2-19, let's go.
A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And Miami making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Ellis finds Johnson. Richardson outside.
That's all.
And the 3 ball is good. Richardson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Edwards looking it over. There's the 3. The
Bro.
Clippers keep it alive. Fires the 3. And that one's in. He's only missed. Of 13.
He's got a
13
nice
for 2.
groove going right now from the perimeter.
I'm gonna walk you. It's my 3.
And now he's made 3 more since.
Johnson outside.
The 3.
Back to Ellis. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Johnson.
That's all.
And it's the
The D.
Clippers with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Edwards passes to Paul. Count it.
Let's go.
And now
Let's
it's a
Let's go.
12-point Los Angeles lead. So GA, the Cavaliers and Warriors have faced off.
You can see guys talking to me when I play out. Let's go.
And many expect them to meet there once
Let's
again.
be this competitive.
Teams are stacked with talent, and now that they've each won a championship, we could see a rubber match.
That's all.
But who knows? There are teams in each
Cheers.
conference that still could challenge.
Clippers leading by 10. Outside Edwards. And again,
Let's go.
it's the Clippers from deep.
Start
How
talking
about
for
the last 5 made shots have all been threes. The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the 3-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Robinson kicks to Ellis. Pass to Richardson. 4 on the shot clock. Fires away from way outside.
That's all.
And it's
The
Spades
D.
with the rebound. Spades has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's Edwards from the arc.
Let's go.
The three-pointer.
43-4.
Edwards got
Not
32
letting out.
points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here
Whoa.
today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Richardson outside.
Over
Back
that.
to Ellis. Pass to Richardson.
Help, help.
Good, and the assist goes to
Well, that
Ellis.
1-3 was good.
Richardson's got 5 points in the quarter.
That is
40,
super
26.
efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
For 3, Edwards. And again,
Let's go.
it's the Clippers from deep.
And with
26.
the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working.
Let's go.
That's what I say.
Let's
Keep
go.
the pressure on them.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants
Not
to
letting
talk
out.
some things over. Might be
First week,
seeing
let's-
some things.
Dude, hold on.
To adjust. And Miami going with a whole new group out there. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. The Clippers, number 1.
And right now, their
Over
three-point
that.
shooters are in terrific rhythm. I mean, they've put on a display here from long range.
Waiters outside.
That's all.
And it's
D.
Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And then
Let's go.
Pierce with a dunk.
45-26.
Rising and throwing it down. Not known for his vertical, but he's got a little more bounce than we thought.
Look for the threes.
Nuggets looking it over. Winslow is screen on Paul.
Watching the screen, Paul.
Pass to Bosch. Over Pierce. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Watch me.
He's going to work on the interior. Bosch is all about taking these high percentage shots.
Paul for three, and another three for the Clippers.
28.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Here's Waiters. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
For three, Edwards. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. The Heat trail by 18. And here is Waiters. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Fires for three. And that one is off. And no good that time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Fans, please represent the center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half.
You hear that?
Yeah.
That's the sound of the offense. They were absolutely
And since we have a moment, and that'll do it for halftime.
Cool. Block here. Look at the third quarter. Let's go.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Here's Dragic from outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night. Spades dishes to Jordan.
Oh, my God.
Winslow against Pierce. Winslow, the pass to Dragic. Pass to Waiters. Over Edwards. Waiters no luck.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's
connects again from distance.
He's
let's go. Let's go.
Three.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game.
Let's go.
Rockets the pass to Winslow.
Oh.
Right side against Jordan. Pass to Bosch. Shoots over Spates. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage
Let's go.
tells you all
Good 3:30.
you
Let's
need
go.
to know.
Jordan really relishes playing through contact and converting, showing you just how strong
three.
he is and a good level of concentration, too.
Now we'll call time already.
Timeout called by
4 minutes in the third. Almost 4 minutes in the third quarter.
Chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Don't want to take this.
Now a glance at the two-game leaderboard with the list of the NBA's top assist men over the past 10 games. And you look at Edwards, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. And, of course, DeAndre Jordan. He's another guy that knows how to get the ball to his teammates, Clark, in places that make them successful.
It's made the fans of both those guys, I think, extremely happy, seeing the way they've been passing and sharing the ball lately.
Bounce pass from Waiters. Here's Whiteside. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way.
Whiteside's got his first points of the game.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
Paul passes to Spates. For 3, Pierce. And again,
Let's
Los
go.
Angeles with the triple.
Switch to
They're
32.
getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
For 3.
Dragic kicks to Waiters. Pass to Bosch. Over Spates. Bosch
Good D.
misses.
Boy, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Loves. Oh!
Let's go. Let's go across. Today 32. Let's go.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's
For
got
3.
plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Now here's Waiters. Whiteside, a screen on Edwards. Edwards against Waiters. Over Edwards.
Good D.
There's no luck.
A
Clamp.
big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard.
Let's go.
thus far.
50-32. Let's go. Now we blow them out. Let's go.
They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
For 3.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
54. Focus. Screens.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Paul, and finished
Let's
off
go.
by Paul.
52-34.
Whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out
For
of the
3.
locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Pass to Bosch. Bosch sets the pick for Waiters. Jacks up a 3. The Clippers
D.
grab the miss. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 14-4 run. And the basket by
54-34.
Edwards.
Let's go.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Clamp, 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 clamp.
Waiters against Edwards.
I'm over it.
Waiters
Good D.
no luck.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know
That
he's
one.
frustrated
Let's go.
about
Give it to
that.
a 4 to his
And they
face.
call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. So we'll see Maurice Spates go to the line here. It's on Chris Bosh
34.
and
Let's
her
go.
group getting ready for Miami. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Winslow. Richardson, he's checked in for Waiters. And it's Šarić in for Goran Dragic. Here's Bosch, buries it down low. Bosch has got 6 points. And so it's Paul bringing it up for L.A. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Jordan. Gets the
Let's go.
14-footer to fall.
6-9-39.
Jordan's got 4
What's 6-9-36?
points this quarter.
An evolving part of Jordan's game, the mid-range jumper. I like it, big fella.
And Šarić kicks to Johnson. It's Richardson on the wing. Back to Johnson.
Let's go across.
Šarić dishes to Richardson. And
Let's do.
stolen by Jordan. Here's Pierce. And it's
Let's go.
Pierce with the jam.
7-1-36.
We know
Let's go.
DeAndre Jordan is a shot blocker, but that time he got out and got a steal on the defensive end.
Šarić passes to Johnson. Back to Šarić. Pass to Johnson. Richardson outside. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the wing. A shot by
D.
Johnson, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they
Let's
get
go.
I hear
36.
you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
Pass to Johnson. And here's Bosch. Over Jordan. Great D that time from Jordan.
Good D, Jordan.
So it's Los Angeles
Go in
with
the quarter
a
order.
huge
Where's the quarter
37-point
to the
lead
door?
to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as
Where's
we
the
head
quarter
into
to
the
the
fourth
door?
quarter,
Let's
but
go.
stranger things have happened. And here is Los Angeles now. They've got the Wizards ahead of them for the next game. It's in Washington. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. Got that bucket in no time at all.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Mason kicks to Johnson. Here's Richardson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
In lots of games, free throws are the difference. You never want to leave points at the line.
Ellis, he's checked in for Miami. And Richardson drops them both. Here's Los Angeles now. Paul passes to Jordan. And it's Jordan slamming it down.
DeAndre Jordan really put something extra on that one, folks. That was a jam.
Jordan's gone 4 for 4 from the field. Perfect so far. On the wing, Johnson. Pierce covering. Haslam a screen on Pierce. Johnson wide open. He fires. His 3-pointers off the mark. And Paul Pierce with the slam.
8-38. Defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Ellis wide open. And the 3 off target. Clippers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came on the break on a roll.
Let's go.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Here's Ellis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
That's good from Ellis. Goran Dragic is checked in for Mason. That one is no good.
Water off.
For Los Angeles, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter.
Let's go. 34-39.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Pass to Johnson. Right wing. Dragic against Paul. 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. Dragic good for 3.
Look at 3.
By no means a volume shooter.
Dragic
takes his spots and is very solid from deep.
Paul for 3. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Let's go.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Outside Dragic.
That's all.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Paul with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. And finished off by Paul.
And Paul cooking with gas right now, getting to his spots and getting busy.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat. Richardson outside. Back to Dragic. Pass to Richardson. Good ball movement here by Miami. Haslam a screen on Paul. Out left to the wing. And here's Ellis for 3. Sinks the 3-pointer. Ellis has got 4 points this quarter.
Right there.
Nice vision. When a teammate's got that much room to operate, you got to get it to him.
Pierce for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
He's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field.
No 3.
Literally.
On the wing, Johnson. Back to Dragic. Pass on the screen. Dragic with it. Picked up by Edwards. Edwards with the block. Here's Paul. And it's in there.
Let's go.
Nice 4.5. Let's go. Paul gets these hard shots to fall. He's got great concentration and creativity in traffic.
Pass to Johnson. Now here's Ellis. Defended by Pierce. Ball against Dragic. To the paint. Here's Johnson. Out to the right wing. And Pierce over to help. Here's Ellis. And it's set back by Spates. Ball against Richardson. That's good from Paul.
Now 6.5. Stop game.
Paul's got 14 points now in the second half. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Johnson. Back to Dragic. Pass to Richardson. And here's Dragic. Haslam, a screen on Paul. The Heat need to get a shot off. Haslam, that's good.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Champ.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was
good. Another from
Let's go. 1-2-4-7.
Is a shot that puts him at the top of the record book.
Well, Greg, he's now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. Here's Spates. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Goran Dragic.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Paul against Dragic. So the Clippers winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellum, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And now, our player of the game, Champ. And now, our player of the game, Champ.
We're gonna do right there. They're gonna face the Wizards. Who 27-0? The Wizards 16-9. They're still playing the role. Where's Bo Curry, Bradley Beal, Otto Porter, Marquise Morris, Morgan Gonzalez. Let's get it.
A Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on Chip. Oh, you can feel the energy in this building tonight, can't you, GA? Both of these teams are red hot, and coming into this one, they cannot wait.
Yeah, an unstoppable force
three.
meets an immovable object. That's what this one feels like. But only one of these squads will be taking the W tonight.
Now here's Curry. Outside, Beal. Porter kicks to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. He was all alone on that one. Beal's got the first points up on the board here for the Wizards.
Beal's got such a fluid shooting motion. It really helps him on those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Drills it from outside.
Play point right back.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Beal. His last outing with 20 points. No one near Curry as he lets it go. No good from outside.
Let's go.
By Paul.
Two. 3s.
Into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
3.
You know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
So it's the Wizards now.
That's off.
Clippers getting the bucket.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Let's go.
Pierce with the jam.
7-3. Let's
Great
go.
take from Pierce. Recognizes when to knife through the defense inside.
3.
Curry after the Clippers pick up 2. Outside, Beal. Will it go?
That's off.
Good, and Curry gets the assist. Beal's got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Jordan kicks to Edwards. From past the arc. Hangs home the
Let's go.
trifecta.
10-6.
Edwards got a pair of... threes now in the first quarter for the Clippers.
3.
Early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Here's Curry.
That's off.
DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And Spates gets to go.
Let's go.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Outside, Beal from deep three-point land.
Off.
Rebound by the Clippers. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the
Let's go.
by Spates.
14-6. 14-6.
A few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it
15 games
down.
tough. We can win the lead. Let's go.
Symbolic of their effort here tonight.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched
Just
out
start
the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
And the Wizards making a change here. Smith has checked in. Now here's Curry. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Beal. Edwards with the block.
That's an easy.
Pierce feeling it out a bit. Here's Jordan. Lays
Let's
it
go.
up and banks it in.
I'm watching 66.
Can't help but pick their defense apart. They're
The threes.
completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
The
And a lot
foul.
of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. So a moment now to see the story for Paul Pierce.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
You know, with the style of game he has, seems like no matter the system, he's going to succeed.
Let's go.
From three-point land.
19-7.
Edwards got 9. And here in the first
The
quarter,
three.
with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Curry against Paul. Smith inside. Back to Curry. Pass to Porter. Outside Curry.
That's off.
Curry
The D.
can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 12. Paul goes in. His second
Let's
shot
go.
goes in off to a
2
good
with 7.
start. 2
Let's
for
go.
2.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
For
And,
3.
establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now here's Beal. He's got 6 for the 3.
The
The
D.
Wizards with another miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Spades the pass to Pierce over Smith. There's Pierce. That's good on
For
the assist
37.
from
Let's go.
Spades. Pierce has got his second basket.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, it's
Look,
an
there's a
all-out
3.
effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Georgetown against Jordan. Georgetown dishes the Porter. Can they get it?
The D.
Rebound by the Clippers.
Let's go.
Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now. And
Let's go. 7. Let's go.
Where did that come from? Oh, that was beautiful.
What a punch.
Let's go.
There's a minute left in the first quarter.
For 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Curry a screen on Edwards. Beal from long range. The
Fucking
basket is
Beal.
good. That's his
The
6th
14.
attempt and his 3rd make.
We talk about guys with pure strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
Paul kicks to Edwards. Launches it. And he's
Let's
good
go.
on the 3 ball.
28-10. 3-point right
Edwards
back.
got 12.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Curry passes to Gorchak. Down low. Here's Beal. Great team that
D.
time from Edwards.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play.
Let's go.
Wrong result.
30-10.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's the teardrop. Edwards with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession.
For your Wizards, Jan Mahimi, Kelly Oubre, Daniel House.
Shot from 12. No good on that one. And so
Going in
it's
for
Los
Cristiano right there.
Angeles
What's it?
closing out the
Let's
fourth
go.
with a 20-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Let's get Let's go.
An edge on the glass early. It really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Here's Edwards. Gets the
Let's go.
14-footer to fall.
32-10.
He's got 14.
He is giving them all he can offensively, really playing
No, 3.
with a lot of heart out there.
Morris inside.
Let's go.
Defended by Pierce.
Good D.
Morris, no good.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Let's go.
Impressive
Let's 14.
work
Let's
protecting
go.
the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
Yeah, that
No,
was
3.
the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Mahimi kicks to Smith. Shoots over Spates. And the shot is good. Dropping
50
it
well.
off the front of the rim.
4-12.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area. Really keeps the defense honest.
And I'll tell you what, guys,
boy.
I mean, with this combination of size and
Yo, throw a
touch,
part there, Jordan.
he's a real threat from mid-range.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer
turn 12.
instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact
No,
he
3.
doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Pierce against Morris. Pass to Oubre. The Wizards working the ball around now. 5 on the clock. Now Morris. From deep.
That's off. Good D.
Rebound by the Clippers. Jordan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Let's go. They're not
Paul
12.
Pierce with
Let's
the
go.
slam.
Paul Pierce rising and throwing it down. Not known for his vertical, but he's got a little more bounce than we thought.
Terry's checked in for the Wizards. These players have been vacuums on the boards recently, leading the league in rebounding the past month. Andre Jordan, number 1. Maurice Spates is second.
Number 3.
What a rebounding show these two have put on. That's exactly the kind of effort you like to see from your bigs.
This summer, Clark, the salary cap was increased to $94 million. And that's up from $70 million last year.
Kevin, that's a 34% increase, which is unlike anything we've ever seen. You know, because of that, it allowed a lot of free agents to get massive contracts.
Let's go.
You know, teams have to spend 90% of that salary cap each year, which is a windfall for the players.
Smith outside. Mahinmi with the screen for Smith. Kicks it out to Terry. Smith outside to end the run. Shot by Terry, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter.
4-3-12. And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Pass to Terry. Smith on the wing, guarded by Spates. To the wing right side. Back to Terry. Fires from deep. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And the basket by Pierce.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Mahinmi with it. Chris Paul covering. Plenty of space. The Wizards with another miss.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Pass to Mahinmi. Smith with it. Oubre passes to Terry. Trying to get something going. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And Edwards with the stuff.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Mahinmi kicks to Smith. Pass to Oubre. Over to the left wing. Terry outside. Mahinmi trying to get open. And another miss by Washington.
Got it.
Los Angeles has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And the basket is good. Back to go through on the contact. So a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against the Heat at the American Airlines Arena.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do.
Fucking freeze. Let's look at all that. 15.
That one, a terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Paul for 3. Oh, yes,
let's go.
He did.
3-5 right back.
Down for him so far.
Really aggressive play that time by Paul at the arc, letting the other team know he's also got that kind of range.
Here's Curry. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
All right, back.
Taking advantage of the room he has to just rise up and be free. Nice rhythm on that pull-up.
Paul with the 3, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
So they when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Beal against Edwards. Outside Porter, pass to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Space with the block. One-on-one fast break. Here's Pierce. And a great
Let's go.
assist by Paul as that one goes
16-13.
in.
Let's go.
Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Beal against Edwards. Beal deciding where to go with it. Offline from the top of the key. And so it's Los Angeles, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket. And what about you guys? Did you like to look ahead on the schedule, or did you take the one game at a time approach? And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Los Angeles Clippers. That'll do it for our show tonight.
Look at the third quarter. Let's go.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter.
16-13. Let's go.
Nice and composed there, not letting anything throw him off.
Washington with the ball. Outside Curry. Pass to Beal. The kick out to Porter. Nice ball movement by Washington. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Look, you want to get that ball inside because anytime you do, the odds of getting to the free throw line go up.
The Wizards have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Curry.
16-19.
Los Angeles has gone 6 of 8 on 3-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. And finished off by Paul.
6-19. Let's
got a
go.
real knack for absorbing contact, finding that defender's body, and still not letting that affect him or distract him from getting his shot up and finishing.
Outside Beal. Curry a screen on Edwards.
Fierce play inside. He was fired up.
The foul.
Wizards shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Second team foul.
And that one falls for Beal.
First and foremost, Bradley Beal is a scorer. He's always working the angles, trying to find his next opening to attack, and it rarely takes him long.
Beal against Edwards.
Let's go. What's that? 6-1. Let's go.
Bulldog mentality, not going to be denied there.
The threes.
Curry against Paul. Outside Beal. Pass to Porter.
Grab it.
It's stolen by Edwards. It's Pierce on the wing. Lots of room. And
Let's go.
The Clippers getting another bucket right there.
6-8-21. Doesn't scratch
now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
The threes.
Curry kicks to Beal. Curry setting the pick for Beal.
Over that. Let's cross.
Morris with a screen on Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
15 space.
Another shot. Morris dishes to Gortat. Great D that time from Jordan.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Let's go.
Guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Beal gets a wide open look. The Wizards with another miss.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Jordan
Let's
with the
go.
bucket.
22-21.
Whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas
threes.
pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Beal. Looking to end the run. And there's the call on Marcin Gortat. That is his first foul of the game. For Los Angeles, they've gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. Fades.
Let's go.
Another one falls for the Clippers.
14-1.
This offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see
For
how they're
threes.
finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Pass to Morris. Gortat against Jordan. It's Gortat with the drive, and it's Gortat finishing it off.
And when Gortat is driving with purpose, he is hard to stop. Gotta respect that tenacity.
Jordan against Gortat.
Oh! Let's go, right back. 26-23, let's go.
DeAndre Jordan really put something extra on that one, folks. That was a jam.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Outside, Porter. Wants to get it to Morris and does. Space with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So for the Wizards, Jason Smith, he's checked in for Morris. Kelly Oubre comes in for Beal. And Daniel House subbed in for Curry.
Let's go.
Al Paul. He's got 16. And finished off by Paul.
28-23.
CP3 is exploiting that defense right now, making them pay time and time again.
For threes.
Smith outside. Pass to Oubre. Wizards passing it around. Smith outside. And here's Oubre. Porter in the corner. Now Gortat defended by Paul. And it's Gortat. That time on the assist by Porter. Gortat's got 4 points this quarter.
And this is where Gortat is most dangerous. A refined, confident interior scorer.
4 wrinkles. Let's go. 8-25. Let's go.
And that's how to attack the paint. Don't settle for the jump shot if you can get to the rim.
For threes.
Wizards have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Oubre passes to Smith. On the wing, Porter. Pierce covering. Inside, Gortat, and Gortat with the stuff.
8-27.
Plays with such energy down low, giving Gortat the positioning he wants, and he is going to finish with force.
And Jordan gets it to go.
8-27. Let's go.
With a quick release there, so the D doesn't have time to react.
For Washington, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Oubre on the wing. Back to Porter. Smith on the wing. Gortat inside. Jordan's there. Gortat misses. Here's Edwards, and he drives in.
Let's go. 8-4-27.
Edwards got 22.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of
Going in third
slowing
quarter
or
order.
cooling down.
Let's go full quarter to get it done.
As far as he can take.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Los Angeles on top, running away with it. Don't go anywhere. The fun. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them. And what
Let's go full quarter to get it over. Let's
For
go.
me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 8 on 3-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark.
And I need to
26-27.
see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
For threes.
Washington shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Back to Alston. In the corner, Smith with it. Pass to Oubre. In the corner, Smith with it. Over Spates.
That's all.
And it's
Good D.
Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
Let's go.
Finished off by Edwards.
28-27.
Oh, big time jam. Oh, man, that was sensational.
Fourth quarter of basketball.
threes.
We're about a minute into it. Out to Smith. And
Good
it's
help,
Spates
Jordan.
with the rebound. Spates has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Jordan.
Let's go. 90-27. Let's go.
DeAndre Jordan
threes.
is simply wearing them out tonight, performing at a high level.
Smith outside. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Smith on the wing. Oubre against Pierce.
That's all.
And Kelly Oubre, good for 3.
How?
Guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now.
Shut up, Conte. I had him.
Continues.
And
It
wow.
will be.
You still made it, bro.
Pierce for 3. Sinks the triple.
Let's go.
Pierce has got 21 in the game.
Not for
How
30.
about the response from Pierce? Right back at you.
For threes.
Here's Alston.
That's not well going.
And that's collect.
For threes. Shoot. 7.
By DeAndre Jordan. Clippers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start
Let's
the
go.
final quarter. Can't
Nice
ask for
30.
anything more
Let's
than
go.
that.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their
For
play.
threes.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Mahimi. He hits
Good
home in
D.
by Los Angeles. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Count
No,
that
30.
bucket.
Boy, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
133 threes.
Alston passes to Smith. Back to Alston. Oubre on the wing. Pass to Alston. Smith kicks to Alston. The Wizards working the ball around now.
That's all.
Shot to stop the run.
Good D,
And
Jordan.
sends it back.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big
Let's go.
advantage.
99-30. Let's go.
That's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
For threes.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Pass to Oubre. Smith on the wing. Back to Oubre. Paul
Good steal,
with the
Paul.
steal. And the
Let's go.
slam dunk by
21-30.
Smith.
Let's go.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Good D.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using
Let's go.
his elbows.
130.
He's doing
Let's go.
whatever it
Let's
takes.
game.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
133 threes.
1:49 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Alston. Here's Oubre. Smith left side. Clock at 6. Mahimi kicks to Smith. And here's Alston over Paul.
That's all.
And
Good
again,
D.
Washington no good.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big time.
Let's go.
down in this set.
105-30.
This will
Let's
go on
go.
the record
Please
books
touch it.
as a gaudy win for the Clippers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And in a two-game season series, you always want to take charge of game one, and exactly what they're doing here tonight against the Wizards.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Champ.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now.
28-30.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
And they'll keep possession. Porter, solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
I love watching Porter fill it up from the mid-range, demonstrating a really nice touch from the in-between area on the floor.
Pierce inside the three-point line.
Let's go.
Again, Los Angeles.
10-32.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And Morris drops them both.
34.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. Pass to Paul. The tray buries the long-range jumper.
13-34.
What, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
Scott Croft. Now go Nuggets at 18-10. We're 28-0. No, we have Demarcus Nelson, Gary Harris, Daniel Garnari, Kenny Free, Nikola Jovic. Let's get it. We're playing at
Greetings
home.
and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us. And so, Greg, when a team is struggling in the season, as a player, do you know when it's time to make a roster change, when things need to be shuffled?
I think players
it
usually see that as a last resort. Typically, you look inward and try to improve as an individual and as a team. And the front offices are the ones looking for the quick fix.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Nelson. Fareed trying to get open, and he's able to get it back. And stolen by Jordan. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Chalk up two there.
The rare assist for Jordan.
Let's go.
Good to see that he can drop a dime occasionally.
Got the roof.
Nelson against Paul. Now, here is Nelson. Not a lot of room. Jokic high post. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good from
4-2. Okay, we got to play better defense right there.
A little wiggle room inside. Once he has that, he's scoring.
Pass to Spates. Over Fareed. And Maurice Spates,
go.
the bucket
6-2.
on the assist by Paul.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Nelson against Paul. Harris outside. Now, here's Jokic. Tight defense on him. Puts it up from 17. And it's
Jordan.
Jordan.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home.
Let's go.
Jordan is
8-2. Let's go.
at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Oh, attacking the paint. That's the attitude he wants his players to have.
So it's Denver now. After the Clippers pick up 2. Jokic with this screen on Paul. With the step back. Out to Harris. From the arc.
Let's off.
And Pierce pulls it down. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4-4 to start.
Let's go.
So a nice
10-2.
offensive rhythm
Let's
to
go.
start here.
Nice pass by Pierce. He has a complete game.
For 3.
Nuggets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Gallinari with the screen for Nelson. Over Paul.
Let's off.
Nelson, no luck.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Let's go.
Slams it in.
Go 2 or 2.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Champ.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
Now, here is Gallinari. Last game he had 10 points. Jokic with his screen on Pierce. 5 on the clock. Here's Gallinari.
Indeed.
Pierce against Fareed. Edwards with the block. And they're able to recover. And the officials now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on the block, but also got the body. So some free throws coming up right now.
You know, you talk to the coaches about Jokic, and they say a couple of things. One, he's got a strong personality, which you like in a player of his skill level. But he's also a team-first guy. And you like that even more.
Now, here's Paul. Against Washington, he was really on his game.
13-4.
All-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Nelson.
Just
under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Fareed. Over Spates.
That's all.
And another miss by Denver. Clippers leading by 11. It's Pierce with the drive.
Let's go.
Pierce with the dunk.
So far, 13-4. Let's go.
Off the opening tip especially on the offensive end.
The threes.
Forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Nelson after the basket by Los Angeles. To the middle and stolen by Jordan.
Not 2-4. Let's go.
DeAndre Jordan really put something extra on that one, folks. That was a jam.
Nelson against Paul. Nelson left side. Here's Gallinari. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And one of his strengths, Gallinari attacks in the lane with a purpose.
Jordan kicks to Paul. Here's the pass to Spates. Over for Reed. And again,
let's go. 2-6. Let's go. Play smart with Leeward. Let's go.
For first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here is Nelson. 9 points last game out. Jokic on top, guarded by Jordan.
Clamp.
Shot clock at 5. And there's another turnover by the Nuggets. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I get the feeling that
this could be
an interesting matchup this season. This first game will tell us a lot.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver, trailing by 17. And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Fareed finds Gallinari. Pass to Nelson. 6 to shoot. $18 feet out. By Paul.
And now quick review at the numbers for Spates. He's averaging 11 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Paul. And finished off by Paul.
Paul's quickness on the drive, too much for the defense. They just can't find a way to stop him.
Looking at Denver, they got their last win against the Mavericks.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer to do that kind of damage on the road. Impressive.
Here's Jordan.
Let's go. Let's go.
Boy, this is Jordan doing what he does best. Not only does he bang it down, he does it with real major force.
Now here's Murray. Still scoreless. Gallinari with the screen for Murray.
That's on me. Hey, you still missed. You suck.
Los Angeles leading by 21. Pierce with it. Outguarded by Murray.
Let's go.
Pierce with the jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Edwards against Murray. Pass to Gallinari. Poked away. Paul with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Jordan's got
Let's go. We don't want to 4. Pierce. We don't want 6.
Job that time by Pierce. You know, some guys absorb contact like a sponge. It just has very little effect on Pierce.
Now here's Murray. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
Don't reach.
Gallinari outside. Pass to Nelson. Jokic with the screen on Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Nelson. There's the drive. And he banks in the layup.
Going for that high percentage shot. He wants to make sure they convert.
Nelson against Paul.
Let's go. The 3. Let's go.
Fareed did not like that happening.
Boy, a tough, gritty, smart point guard. Paul isn't at all intimidated by a little contact.
Now, here is Nelson. Fareed outside. Back to Nelson. Murray outside. And taken away by Paul. Into the lane. Good for the fifth time in 5 shots.
Let's go.
Perfect. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
For the Nuggets, Nurkic checked in for Jokic. Chandler comes in for Fareed, and it's Moutier in for Nelson. Nurkic a screen on Paul. Here's Moutier, pass to Nurkic. 4 on the clock. Here's Murray. Edwards with the block. Here's Paul. 6 for 6. He's got the miss from the field.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Moutier pass to Gallinari. Chandler outside. Nurkic setting the pick for Chandler. Good on the triple.
Wilson Chandler, 3-point.
Paul from deep three-point land. At the end of the first quarter.
Going in for a quarter. Let's go.
Clippers ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well,
let's go.
The threes. Generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Now here is Harris. No scoring in this one. 5 to shoot. Here's Murray. The Clippers grab the miss. And this team is in the middle of an astonishing 28-game winning streak. Oh!
Let's go. Let's go.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
The threes.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
And it's sent back by Spates. And he gets it back.
Nope.
They get it again. Out to Harris. Pass to Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Chandler. And another miss by Denver.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way.
Let's go.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit.
We'll
see if that's the answer.
Moutier kicks to Harris. Nurkic setting the pick for Harris. With some arc. Denied. Pierce with the block. Edwards passes to Paul. And finished off by Paul.
4-3-2, let's go.
They need Paul to score, and Chris, so smart, carrying the scoring load as needed.
Let's go.
Pass to Moutier. Over Paul.
That's all.
Moutier, no good. Clippers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. That's good.
Let's go.
On the
Let's go.
Pierce has got 4 assists now tonight.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Back to Moutier. Here's Murray to halt the run. Not his night so far. That's miss number 5 with no makes. And Paul slams it in.
Great job using that weight room strength to get it in against tough D.
And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. Chandler down low. Spates on him. Chandler, no good.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And the
let's go. We're not too low. Let's go.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Nurkic setting the pick for Harris. Jordan
The steal.
with the steal. Spates with it, picked up by Harris. And
Let's go.
Spates gets it to go.
Let's go.
Spates
21 to
has got
11.
6.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom
Over
of the
there.
bucket.
Let's go.
And
The
stolen
steal.
by Spates. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And the
Let's go.
basket by Pierce.
23 to 11.
Turning it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Well, you look back, Clark, at that Warriors against Cavs final we just had. Can any matchup top that one? It was spectacular.
13.
I can't add anything to that, Kevin. Spectacular, fantastic, historic, iconic. It was a series for the ages. LeBron getting revenge and bringing a title to my hometown of Cleveland,
13.
Ohio.
Let's go.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
The 3.
And here's Moutier. Nothing on the board. Launches it. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And when the ball is in his hands, you just
Please,
feel
19.
like it's going in.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on an 18-5 run.
Let's go. Wake
And
up,
the
Pierce.
basket by Pierce.
Let's go.
These
16.
defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Moutier kicks to Harris. Back to Moutier. Nurkic a screen on Paul. Here's Moutier.
That's off.
Off target
Good
from
D.
outside.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Let's go.
Really a reflection of
16.
their superior
Let's go.
effort level to this point. It seems to me
The
they've
3.
gone after this win a little bit more.
Harris outside. Nurkic setting the pick for Harris.
That's off.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Pierce, here we go. That drops.
Let's go.
Comes off an assist from Jordan.
16.
Jordan's got
16.
his
16.
5th assist in this one. Denver's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Pass to Moutier. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Spates with the rebound.
Let's go to
He
board
looks a
Spates.
little off kilter to me this quarter. Still trying to find his rhythm.
High post, Jordan. Oh!
Let's go. 16. Let's go.
Jordan really relishes playing through contact and converting, showing you just how strong he is and a good level of concentration, too.
Murray against Edwards. They need this.
That's off.
The
The
Clippers
D.
grab the miss. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
This is definitely...
Let's go. 16. Let's go. Let's go.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like
That's
that.
off.
Chandler's
Ow.
shot good.
16.
Paul with the ball. 17 points in the game. Fades away.
Let's go.
Spates
Let's say 18.
basket on
Let's
the
go.
assist by Paul. Paul's got 5 assists tonight. Denver shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Moutier finds Nurkic. Murray with it. Edwards defending. And here's Moutier. Takes a 3.
That's off.
And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Paul. That one
Let's go.
is counted.
18. Let's go.
Paul's got 6 here in this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending
Let's
with
go.
a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Murray, and Jordan sends it back. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Fareed comes in for Chandler. Gallinari, he's checked in for Jamal Murray. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Emmanuel Mudiay. 2 on the clock. And the foul on Paul Pierce. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Fareed outside. Harris inside the line.
And, you know, during the second quarter, I just don't think he's looked like himself at all.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work
Let's go.
has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Nelson against Paul. Nelson,
right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
2 points. That one goes. 17 points for Champ.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game time.
4:20.
Nice by Gallinari there. You know, sometimes it's easy to forget how tall he is.
Gallinari against Pierce. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
20.
Got 13 points now in the quarter.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Down low. Fades. He's off on that one. And so
Let's go.
Los Angeles on top, running away with this one. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
Acclimating to the league is not that easy. These guys are already accepting the challenges and the rigors of the NBA, and they're crushing it. I'm surprised.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Clippers.
Well, it's been a...
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back.
Let's get third quarter. Let's go.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from Paul Pierce.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Let's go. So now 20. Let's go.
Relentless at the offensive end. This is a one-man wrecking crew.
And so it's Nelson with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Pass to Gallinari. It's stolen by Edwards. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. That drops.
Let's go.
Off an assist from
8-20. Let's go.
Edwards got 22.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's
been
perfect from the field, literally.
Nelson, the pass to Jokic. And Fareed kicks to Harris. Nelson against Paul. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jokic. That's short off the rim.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Let's go. It's 4:20.
He is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on the side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
Fareed the pass to Jokic. Gallinari wide open. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
Finishing
Let's go.
force.
86-20. Let's go.
All the way up.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Harris passes to Nelson. Shoots over Pierce. And
Good
again, Denver no good.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They missed their
Let's
first
go.
four.
Let's go. 88-20. Let's go.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The 3.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Harris. Jokic with his screen on Paul.
Let's go.
Harris kicks to Jokic. For
Let's go.
trying to get open. And
Good
another
D.
miss by Denver.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a
Oh,
really
one.
ragged
Let's go.
start.
Field goal
coming out
for
of
third.
halftime.
Straight.
And what a fantastic start here to the second half. They have yet to miss.
Los Angeles
Let's
shooting their
go.
first free throw
91-20.
tonight.
The 3.
The Nuggets have gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Pass to Jokic. Gallinari outside. To end the drought. That one goes in. Gallinari's got his third bucket of the night.
Just good aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Two open
Let's
that
go.
time. Made it look too easy.
93-22. Let's go.
Whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
To the inside. And
Good
stolen
steal,
by
Jordan. Go down.
Over Gallinari. And it's Jordan. That time
Let's go. 22. Let's go.
Jordan's got 12 in the game.
And wasting no time in transition, really pushing the pace.
And, you know, when the defense doesn't have time to set up, it really does make scoring a lot easier.
Nelson finds Jokic. Edwards against Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Gallinari. Fires for 3. Buries it from 3-point
Come on,
range.
Pierce. They're going to quicker than that.
He's got
9-5-25.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Harris against Edwards. And they come
Let's go.
back with their own 3-point.
93-5.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Paul against Nelson. To the paint. Here's Harris. And contact on the shot, so
The
he'll
foul.
be shooting free throws here.
Got to be careful how you defend Harris now because he's really good at drawing fouls.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
They're so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
Jordan down low. He's guarded by North.
Let's go. 126. Let's go.
When Jordan is operating that close to the basket, it takes a lot to throw him off his game.
Gallinari with a screen for Murray. And he converts the layup.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Clippers. Right.
Let's go.
For the
128. Let's go.
Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And, you know, it seems like Paul is giving up inches to almost every other player in the league, but he plays big because he knows how to use his body, and he can score inside a lot of different ways. He can finish against bigger players.
Harris
I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Let's go.
Off by Paul.
148.
Elite score, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
The Nuggets have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Murray with the bounce pass. Here's Nurkic.
That's off.
The
The D.
Clippers grab the miss. Here's Edwards. He takes it in.
Oof.
Two free
Almost
throws
a
coming up.
almost
and
a
they call
foul.
the shooting
Oh,
foul.
the N1 right there.
It goes on.
Go
Kenneth
move
Faried.
that part there.
Excellent job forcing the issue inside right there. He really earned that call.
Chandler's checked in for Denver. Moody
I'll
comes
take
in for Gary Harris.
Three.
Denver's on 1 of 4 and 3-point shots here in the third. Murray outside.
Let's go.
Nurkic a screen on Edwards. They get a hand on it. Paul
The
with
steal.
the ball. Out guarded by Murray. Paul passes to Edwards. Here's Pierce. And it's
Let's go.
Pierce with
128.
the jam.
Let's go.
Paul Pierce does a bit of everything. Such a deadly scorer, and he is giving this team fits.
Moutier kicks to Gallinari. Nurkic setting the pick for Gallinari. Pass to Nurkic.
Let's go.
And
The D,
nothing
Jordan.
is falling for him right now. LA has gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game.
Let's go.
And the slam dunk
Come on,
by
28.
Spates.
Let's go.
Hey, that's an easy top 10 there. Wow.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the third. Shoots a fader.
The D.
DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 16th rebound on the night. And the slam
go.
dunk by Spates.
128.
Chris Paul's so smart as a point guard. Any weaknesses in the defense, he's going to exploit.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Jordan against Nurkic. Gallinari in the corner. Screen by Nurkic. Just 5 on the clock.
The D. Pierce.
Pierce with the block. Edwards.
Let's go.
Is good.
Oh, 14-28.
Edwards got 12 now in this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Moutier against Paul. And
The
another
D.
miss by Denver.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their
Porto.
faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Oh,
Hardaway's checked in
13-28.
for Denver. Ball against Moutier. On the wing, Chandler. Pierce with
The
the
steal.
steal.
Pierce.
From 13, and Spates
Let's go.
with the basket on the assist by Pierce.
18-28.
Spates has got 25 points.
Absolutely ready. And they put the ball in his hands, and he's able to finish.
Here's Chandler.
Let's off.
Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able
Let's
to
go.
score the basket.
20-28.
Great take from Pierce. Recognizes when to knife through the defense inside.
Chandler outside. Stolen by Pierce. And now running up the court. Pierce pushing it up.
Let's go.
Paul Pierce with the slam.
22-28. Let's go.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick
We're
hit.
in third quarter somewhere.
First
What's the
burst.
full quarter to get it done?
So it's Los Angeles holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And how about a look now at our assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Paul again, Los Angeles.
14-8.
On a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Oh, threes.
Moutier against Paul.
The
Paul
steal.
with the steal, and they're pushing it up. Here's Spates, and the
Let's go.
slam dunk by Spates.
28.
Whenever CP3 gets
26-28.
his hands
Let's
on the
go.
ball, you know he's going to turn it up court right away. He
For
loves
three.
initiating the break.
Chandler outside. Nurkic a screen on Pierce. Pierce against Chandler. In the corner, Murray with it. 6 to shoot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Friday, the Atlanta Hawks coming to town. That will tip off a homestand for them. And then on Monday, they'll start it on the road and play the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. That's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Miller's checked in.
Back a double.
Fades and shoots. Edwards.
Let's go.
That's good.
1-8-2-9.
Edwards got 31.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Miller outside. Pass to Chandler. Shoots over Spates. Misses off the right iron. Clippers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here. Oh!
Let's go. 1-30-2-9. Let's go.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Here's Chandler.
That's off. Got it.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got a rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work.
Let's go.
Throws it down.
1-32-9.
This offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their
The 3.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Nurkic setting the pick for Chandler.
That's off.
Chandler with another miss.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Let's go. 1-34-29. Let's go.
You're right.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Pass to Moutier. Now here's Chandler. Shoots over Spates.
That
doesn't go either for Chandler. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 12-1 run. Here's Jordan. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
1-36-9.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Pass to Moutier.
Let's go.
Well, Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Nurkic.
That's off.
It's
Good
not
D.
going to go for him. Good D by Jordan. Ball against Miller. The shot's good from Paul.
1-38-29. Let's go.
Paul's got 29 in the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Looking to end his cold spell.
Why you go for still space?
That's good on the assist by Miller.
1-38-31.
Fourth quarter of play and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Jordan. And there's the big
Let's go.
jam.
40-31. Let's go.
DeAndre Jordan is simply wearing them out tonight, performing at a high level.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Misses off the left iron.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping
Let's go.
at all.
1-42-31.
Shot is good.
Pierce can be deadly when he's this close. Such an efficient finisher at the rim.
The 3.
Murray finds Miller. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Pass to Moutier. Here's Murray up on top. That's good. It's Miller with the assist.
4-2-33.
Murray was all lined up and ready to go, so once the ball hit his hands, he was in attack mode.
Edwards against Murray. And it's Pierce in the corner. Up top, Edwards. And
Let's go.
by Edwards.
1-4-33.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
The 3.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Murray outside. Nurkic a screen on Edwards.
That's
Murray
all.
for 3. Jordan
D.
with the rebound. LA's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game.
Let's go. 4-4-6-3. Let's go.
A great feed, and that assist gives him a triple-double. You gotta love that kind of player, able to get it done in just about every facet.
Moutier pass to Murray. Nurkic setting the pick for Murray.
That's all.
Again, the miss by Murray.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room.
Let's go. 4-8-3. Let's go.
The kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And you love the floor recognition there, proving he's willing to give it up to open teammates.
With some threes.
Moutier against Paul. Moutier with the basket.
148-35. Let's go.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Again, the Clippers.
50-35. Let's go.
It seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
For 3.
Denver's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Nurkic setting the pick for Murray. And it's Miller in the corner. Inside. Chandler finds Murray. Over Edwards.
That's all.
And Pierce pulls it down. Pierce has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Let's go. 52-35. Let's go.
The reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Moutier dishes to Nurkic, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets.
Substitution on the court.
Jokic passes to Harris. Back to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
50-37.
He's 7 feet tall. Jokic is a major threat inside, especially that close to the rim.
Here's Edwards. Again,
let's go.
Have a lot of confidence to take and make a contested jumper like that.
Let's game. The 3.
Nelson looking around. Pass to Jokic. Over Jordan.
That's all.
Again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
4-39.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pierce kicks to Edwards. Over Harris. Again,
let's go.
One team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jordan.
You know, getting a triple-double isn't easy because
now 42. Let's go.
But somehow he made it look easy, just showing you how versatile this game is.
Pass to Jokic. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That shot off. Here's Pierce. Makes it off.
Let's go. 1-6-1-4-2.
Pierce has got 33.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Nelson finds Gallinari. Harris inside the line. Misses the shot. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were
pretty much dominant.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, DeAndre Jordan.